Great day, everyone. Natasha Allen here with Nurture by Natasha, here to help you to cultivate that healthy lifestyle. Happy Monday, everyone. It is Motivational Monday. We thank each and every one of you for coming on in and tuning in with us each and every night, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Nurture by Natasha channel. So thank you so much for tuning in and coming on this way. I've been really busy today and working on some new material as well as some other great things. Hey, how are you? That's going on. So thank you. Go ahead and hit the share button. We greatly appreciate you, each and every one of you, for hitting the share button, coming to you live from my spa area. And so as you can see, I have new color here on the wall. But a little bit about that. So my name is Natasha Allen with Nurture by Natasha. I am the founder and the organizer of Nurture by Natasha. And so what we do here on this platform here is we help you to cultivate that healthy lifestyle. And what does that actually mean? It means oftentimes we take time to nurture everyone else, but we don't take the proper time that it takes to really put the mask on our own selves and nurture ourselves. And so tonight we're going to talk about keeping your face to the sun, and you can see, so you cannot see the shadows. And so we're going to talk about that on tonight. And so if you have, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. And so if definitely, as it stated up in the comment box in the description, if you have something that you want to state, definitely, this is not just a Nurture by Natasha channel. This is our channel. So definitely list your comments. I'm so tongue-tied on tonight. I guess I'm just super excited. List your comments down below. And so we're going to get started on tonight. As you tune in, please state where you're tuning in from. We would love to always know where our viewers are tuning in from, and definitely hit that share button because it's free, right? It's free to share, because sharing is for caring. Someone needs to hear this Motivational Monday talk on this Monday. And so definitely oftentimes in the midst of keeping our face to the sun, oftentimes it gets really hot, right? It gets really hot as you're outside. And if you're in Baltimore, we know that today was just like all over the place. It rained, it shined, it rained, it shined. And so, you know, many people didn't want to be out there. One, it was Monday, right? Many people don't do Mondays, but Monday should be treated like any other day, should be a spectacular day. And so, you know, definitely keeping your face to the sun, to the sunshine, and you cannot see the shadows. And that's a quote by Helen Keller. And what I love best about this quote is, you know, oftentimes if you definitely keep your face to the sun and not into the shadows, you know, you're facing forward, and life's journey doesn't really get in the way, because you're not, hey love, you're not looking back on what the naysayers may say and the different things that may have doubted you like 5 seconds ago, because your face is just facing towards the sun. And so in the midst of when we think of, you know, facing the sun and the sunshine and the rays of that the sun gives off, this beautiful vitamin D, right? And no matter what our complexion is, we all have to put on one thing, is put on that sunscreen daily. And so when you use it in a metaphor of, you know, the sunshine of putting your face towards the sunshine, is that each and every day we face obstacles, we face different things that may come our way, right? It may be that bill that may have came in the mail today when the mailman came and you just wanted to hand it back to him, right, or her. And oftentimes in the midst of facing different things that, you know, we don't even really see coming our way, but each and every day we know that the sun rises. Even if it doesn't rise, you know, there may be some shadows, and we know that, you know, once that shadow of that shade or that rain or that cloud that may come over us, right, that the sun is definitely going to shine again. And so in the midst of that, we have to always remember to, one, apply our daily sunscreen. Yours may be prayer, it may be meditating, it may be something that really kicks off your day, in the beginning of your day, putting on your whole armor in the midst of getting your day kicked off and getting it started, right? Not just over yourself, but over your children, over your household, over the things that you're gonna face of facing the sunshine throughout the day, even on a cloudy day. And so if we keep our face towards the sunshine and just keep walking in our purpose and our gifts and our passion and our altitude, as we continue throughout this life journey, then when those things begin to hit our shell, you begin to have a different outlook on things, right? And so number 2 is choosing a broad spectrum. Choosing a broad spectrum. And in the midst of using that as a metaphor of choosing a broad spectrum, oftentimes, we got to put on a certain amount of sunblock. We have the SP70, SP50, and things like that, we want to layer our skin. And oftentimes when going through life's journey, things come up against us. Some things that are truly out of our control. Some things we really have no control over. But in the midst of putting that broad spectrum on ourselves and girding ourselves up with the wisdom, and also surrounding ourselves around positive energy, right? That positive energy. Many of us, it's Monday. Oh, so you didn't already, you didn't put on a broad spectrum on this morning because you've already set yourself up of just stating that today is going to be a bad day. Today's not going to be the best Monday if I've ever had. I just know it. And so oftentimes, it's how we speak to ourselves. Today I had posted on my personal page of the words of how we speak to ourselves and how we speak to others. And oftentimes, many of us, others, we don't teach others how to speak to us. And so having that broad spectrum of putting that ray of sunshine out there and letting people know that, hey, this is how you're going to treat me. And if not, then, you have to put on that spectrum and not just brush them off, but to teach people of how to treat you. And so to be motivated on this Motivational Monday is to definitely to speak to that person in love. And I think if more people speak to each other in love, it begins to create that cycle of people not just going to treat you any kind of way. Because one, they know that when they come at you and your sunlight is shining so bright that you're not the one. You're not the one that's going to put up with the foolishness that they have falling out of their face. But it's not how you do it. And the way of, of being, really mean and nasty to someone. And if you do it in love and with a broad spectrum of love, and just letting them know that, in this arena here, in this atmosphere where the sunshine, the ray is going to shine so bright that they already know from your aura that you give off that, this is not a person that I can come up against like this and say this. But letting someone know and not just keeping abreast because you want to keep the peace. Oftentimes we keep our lips shut because we don't want to start confusion and we don't want to, create animosity or that, uncomfortable feeling with that person. But, the reason is maybe sometimes people have treated them that way, and that's the only way that they know. And so in the midst of facing the sunshine throughout the day, sometimes in just sharing and showing that sunshine to someone else along your day, it will begin to have them to shift the way that they begin to look at you, and maybe to, bring to their attention. Could you repeat what you said to me? I quite didn't get what you had stated. Maybe if you can repeat it. And then maybe in the midst, sometimes people just don't realize that they're just so harsh in the way that they speak. I tell my daughter that all the time. And if many of you that are queens here, or we have some dads here that have some children, and oftentimes they speak to you very harsh, but they're the main ones with their hands out, whether it's your children, whether it's that coworker, whether even if it's that family member at times, right? And so in the midst, we have to have that broad spectrum and just allow people to know, if you can just repeat that just one more time. And then maybe they begin to hear the way that they have stated some things to you. And it's choosing that broad spectrum and having them to repeat it, and maybe, just maybe, they can hear themselves. And some people just going to be the way that they are. And that's absolutely fine. And just a nice, respectable way, and just letting them know, I respect what you said, but maybe once you get you together, maybe you can come back to me and maybe we can have that conversation. And so oftentimes we have to really to teach them along the way. And the third thing is to reapply every 2 hours. And you read the back of those labels on those sunscreen bottles, it tells you whether it's to spray or whatever, maybe 2, maybe 4 hours to reapply. And so oftentimes we go throughout our day and we just having a jipper day. We may have started our day off great, maybe we didn't. Even through the midst of your day, throughout the midday, whatever, noonday, whatever time it is, oftentimes we have to reapply that prayer that we stated. Not even just for our own selves and our own shell, but for someone else as well. Oftentimes, maybe they wasn't taught how to pray. Maybe they wasn't taught how to put the armor bearer on themselves. And so, reapplying that and touching some things around your office, in your cubicle, in your home, right? Because oftentimes, the battle is really not ours anyway. And so oftentimes, with the stress of life itself and just life's journey, we try to take on more than we can honestly bear. And so that's why, those sun rays that just come, whether it's the shade or, that cloud that comes over us, we got to reapply. We got to reapply some things along this journey. And then number four is the cover up. The cover up. Oftentimes we go through life and we cover up so much. We put on our beautiful makeup. We put on our fine attire each and every day, and we cover up our sunshine of what's really going on inside, right? And we don't want to deal with it because we got that cloud that's just hanging over our head. It's just hanging. And sometimes we don't know really how to shake it and how to really allow the sunshine to shine in our lives. And oftentimes we have those people, those mentors, those coaches, and those life coaches and people along the way that we can reach out to, right? Not those gossip people that's going to talk about behind your back. We're not talking about those people. Those people, they still covering up themselves. We don't want to deal with those type people. But someone that's going to help you to cover you in a nice way. That's going to pray for you at times when you can't sometimes pray for yourself, right? And so we all have those cloudy days of when the cloud, kind to stick regularly over us. Sometimes we just feel like, wow, I just can't catch a break. And many of us, if you can relate, definitely put some thumbs up. I just can't catch a break. Just paid this bill and now all of a sudden here comes another. Just done this one thing and here comes something else. The car done broke down. I just thought I got my health on track, but here comes something else. And so when we begin to go out, we've become so accustomed to saying, hey, how you feeling today? And hey, I'm fine. I'm great. But are you really? Are you really, really okay? Oftentimes we are great at that because it's just so common. It's just a natural reaction that we begin to believe it ourselves, and we never really address the things that are really, really going on in our lifestyle. And so it's so very important to, be real with you first. Be real with you. Allow your sunshine to shine in you, right? No one else can make your sunshine shine for you. No one else can make us happy but ourselves. Many of us, we search in relationships. We search in so many places, right? Many of us may be party girls and may go out, or party guys that may go out and, party. And you feel that, that bar lifestyle is something's gonna make you happy along the way. And some of us think, reaching and picking up the telephone and calling our good girlfriend and telling them all the things that has gone on. And oftentimes, we're just covering up. We really haven't dealt with the situation. And so, sometimes we just got to take some time and just sit still and just really take the time to really nurture ourselves. And the next thing, number 5, is that we have to shield our eyes. Shield our eyes. Sometimes, we have those peers that really not good for us. Really not good for us. And some things that we go through in life's journey is some things that we really, really lust for. And it's not really good for us, right? And so oftentimes we venture off, and we need to really shield our eyes and really focus on, your goals, your dreams, your expectations of things that you set out. Oftentimes, we got 52 Mondays in a year. I don't know which Monday this one is, but every Monday we're talking about what we're going to do to get it right? And so we focus on, Facebook and other things that we need to get done throughout our day. And, we really, cover our eyes from the things that we really, really need to do to get us on track. And that's where we really need someone to help us sometimes. And many of us that may have went to college and took pre-100, time management is so very important. Definitely getting your calendar and, picking those 3 things. I state that all the time. Picking those 3 things that you need to do at the top part of your day that's super very important to do. And so sometimes you got to shield your eyes. Sometimes you got to turn off your electronic devices. Sometimes you got to turn off, some of those family members that are those naysayers of, shielding your eyes, shielding your ears, and shielding, yourself from these things and these people that just are like leeches. They just want to suck everything out of you, and they have nothing to give, nothing to pour back positivity into you, to refuel you, right? Our cars need to be refueled, even in the midst of your home. Some of us may have houses that may have oil in them. And so if that oil tank run out and winter comes, and all of us know that, if you had an oil tank, or great grandmom or someone you knew that had a house that ran by oil, if that oil tank runs out, and we know that it gets more pricier in the winter months versus the summer months, then you're just going to pay much more. It's going to be harder later on down the line. And so we really have to shield our eyes and our heart and into the journey that we're going in, and the way that we have to go. Being an entrepreneur, of those of you that are here that may be an entrepreneur, it's a hard journey. It's a lonely journey at times, especially people don't see the things that you really see, right? And so they shield their eyes because they really don't have the belief of, the faith. They have that doubted faith, that borrowed faith, that, they just comfortable with whatever it is that they're doing. And so in the midst, we have to shield our eyes along the way and, zone into those that are really, really for us, and love those. Some you got to just love from afar, right? And so you definitely have to keep your face to the sun. And, sometimes, those that are in the shadow, to let them stay in the shadow. We all have a shadow, right? We all have a shadow of with us that we all carry around, and sometimes no matter what, we can't shake that shadow, but we can truly keep our eyes forward. And oftentimes, with that shadow, we never know what that shadow is going to do, whether it's going to go right, whether it's going left. But you all need accountability partner of someone that that you can talk to in business and in life along this journey, because it's not an easy walk. It's not an easy walk at all, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. And we all go through things of sometimes of, keeping your face towards that sunshine. And sometimes the shadows come. And so we just have to just keep going forward. Keep grinding and keep going forward. And things that you do consistently over time, it takes 21 days to break a habit. And so many of us, in keeping our eyes and shielding our eyes from the things and staying on the journey, if it's weight loss that you're seeking for, of losing 30-40 pounds before the new year come back around again. And every day is a new year, honestly. People are always waiting for the new year to come around. Every day is a new day, a new start, a new year, right? People live on different sides of the hemisphere, and New Year doesn't fall the same for everybody. Every hour is not the same for everybody, right? It could be AM here and PM there. So you just have to really, really shield your eyes from the things that's not meaning you any good, so that you can keep on along your journey. If you set those expectations, keep them. If you feel that you are not trustworthy with yourself and shielding your eyes, definitely get accountability partner, someone that has reached heights that you want to reach, right? As I stated the other day, it's an iceberg. And with that iceberg, over time, things begin to chip off. And so, it's some things that we got to chisel away from us that we really don't need. So we got to shield our eyes from those things. And so we have to really just keep going and keep going and keep going, and really keep our face towards the sunshine. It is so very important to do just that. And definitely get the advice that you need from that positive person that's going to really pour into you. And so that's my tips today on Motivational Monday, is keep your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see the shadows. You cannot see the shadows if you keep your face facing forward, because that sunshine is shining so bright. And oftentimes, even with the sunshine shining so bright, many of us, we state this quote of, that person's going to steal my shine. If your light is shining so bright, no one can steal your shine. No one can steal your thunder. We have these things called fingerprints, handprints, and prints. And you're uniquely and wonderfully made, right? And so no one can carbon copy these things. And oftentimes, we feel that others are trying to really step on our toes, when it's really enough room out here for everyone to share their gifts, share their talents, and share all the great, wonderful things through their sunshine and shine and pour onto someone else, right? We're all made uniquely and differently. We may all have the same organs, male or female, vice versa. And so we just have to really to just grace this world with our sunshine each and every day and share it with love. Helen Keller couldn't said it any best. To keep your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see your shadow, cannot see the shadow. And so if you remember that each and every week of not just having an affirmation, affirmations are wonderful. I have me an affirmation bin that I pull out from time to time, but it's great. We can all speak over ourselves, right? And say all these wonderful, wonderful things to ourselves, but it's really honestly the action that we put behind it. Not just the lip service, but to get out and actually be a doer. We have so many people that are pew warmers in the congregation, in the church, that's in direct sales, that's in the family, that they always doing something, but you never see any fruits of their labor. So get out this week. My words are so all over the place. Get out this week and definitely manifest and cultivate. You got to put a seed in the ground. I've never seen a flower that grew and bloomed without you cultivating it. And so that's what Nurture by Natasha here is all about. It's helping you to cultivate that healthy lifestyle and taking time to let your sun shine bright. We all have a sunshine, a big ray of sunshine that's inside of us. And it's all in how you cultivate it. You got to put some action in it. You got to water it. You got to, nurture it. Sometimes you got to even put some fertilizer in it, right? Because sometimes, our grass just really grows really brown because we just sit around and we just lay on it and it gets really bald and all those things. Of those of you that may cut the grass or know of someone that cut the grass, and if you take care of it and water it, hey, why should the sunshine even really shine on it if you're not going to utilize your gifts? And so sometimes we got to really go out and get the fertilizer to really, really allow the sun to really shine and really pour. And that's where those coaches and those mentors and those accountability partners that see something so great inside of you, that know that you can allow your light to shine and not allow the shadow to hang over it, to where the sun won't get to the great inner part of you. So go out and cultivate that healthy lifestyle. And so tonight, in the midst of helping you to nurture you and cultivate that healthy lifestyle and put the mask on you, I want to share our product called Nurture. It is an awesome product. It's really great for when you do go out into the sun ray, that it helps to all those radicals and negativity that may come up against us, that do when we go outside. And just think, before we go outside, we put so many chemicals and things on our body. Whether it's our lip service that we do, rather it's the chemicals that we put on our body. And our skin is such the largest organ. And it takes 26 seconds for things to absorb into our skin, into our bloodstream. And so we must be very mindful, not just with our skin, but from a spiritual aspect of just the things that we allow to absorb us. And so this moisturizing milk, this is a milk cleanser here that's really, really great if you have oily skin. It's really good. And then we have our vitamin C, and we all need vitamin C all year long. And vitamin C is really good for your skin to help keep the elasticity of our skin and things of that nature. And then we have our vitamin C toner as well. These wonderful, great products, as well as our day cream, and we have a night cream as well. It's really, really good, great product that helps to keep my skin glowing bright and as beautiful as it does each and every day. And wanted to share with you on this Motivational Monday of these wonderful nurturing products that you can find right over at Nurture by Natasha underneath of our shop online tab, and they come right to your front door. right to your front door, a ray of sunshine right to your front door to help you to protect your beautiful skin. And so you definitely want something that you can definitely cleanse your skin. And in the mist, you always want to go up and out when you're cleansing your skin, not just with your wash rag of washing your face as you do on a regular basis. It's great to put some water to it, but we also need to treat our face the way we treat the rest of our body. It needs some cleansing, right? And so our milk bath, our vitamin C toner, our day cream, and our we used to have rosemary glistening water, but you can also use some other products there, some witch hazel, to put on your face to definitely cleanse your face, right? To put it inside something. And all these things are all natural products, right? All natural products, nothing less than all natural, to definitely to cleanse your face. And it's so very important to cleanse your face in the daytime as well as the nighttime. So definitely, if you don't have any regimens that you use in cleansing your face, this is really good, even for one that has acne. We have those teenagers that may have acne that may be going on with their skin. It's really, really a great, awesome product to use on your teens as well. And definitely go over to Nurture by Natasha, check it out, read all the descriptions, and find out which best products are really best for you and your household to nurture you. It's so very important to nurture you. So definitely, if you haven't already hit the share button, hit the share button. We greatly appreciate our replay viewers for tuning in with us on this Motivational Monday. And hopefully everyone will take note of keeping your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see the shadows. So thank you so much for tuning in. Take time to nurture you. Put you on your calendar this week. It's so very important to put the mask on you in the midst of nurturing yourself throughout this week. So take care, everyone, and have a wonderful night.